so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world, a street by the creek. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be?
Let's go.
What's up guys, this is Shade and welcome to the channel again. Today I'll be doing a video on the boss rush for you guys on the rotation that is going right now. I will call this the camp rotation, okay? Next one will be Virgil, and then we'll have Akuma again after that, probably. Right now we have 3 different rotations, so I'll try to make a video on each one of these, and if we get some better teams, some better strategies, I update the videos, I do new videos for you guys with updated teams, okay? Right now, my better score don't have the best score I had with all the teams, but this is the best one because the Dawson team did a good job. Okay. For some reason on this content, it seems like power level for the account makes a big difference. I've seen people do about 400 just by autoing without much without putting much effort, and that's weird, but anyways, this is a nice strategy actually, and it's not all that hard. You just need to time well Able with Nero specials and get some stacks with Dawson. Okay, this is the main team. The other teams are kind of, I like to call filler teams, but this Viper team actually can do some pretty decent damage. Again, I had some good scores with the Sagat team as well on this first one, but I was experiencing Sagat on the last team, so I don't know, maybe, oh, see, I have some different scores with Sagat on the last team, so this is why I wasn't using Sagat on the first team, and I was using Viper with Street Poison. But as you can see, I get a better score with Summer Yang. For that I was doing some experimentations with Zangief. It didn't work well, but yeah, Summer Yang is a better option here because the heal plays a big part on this team, and Street Poison is not giving us the stacking she needs to shine. So I'm not showing you guys this strategy with the Street Poison. I'm showing you guys the strategy with Summer Yang for this team. Okay, and for this last team, I'll be showing you guys this one that I'm using here instead of the Sagat one, because most people don't have Sagat. But still, I can show you this team as well. I'll just pass really fast for these teams because the most important one is the Dawson one. So let's start with the Dawson team, which is the most important team of all here. And we can see only Dawson does damage here. Okay guys, he's the only damage dealer here. Gouken does some insignificant damage, but he's there. So, and as always, we need Virgil EX for this team, and Gouken is actually not needed. You can have any character that gets a good C2. For example, Nero could be here, or you can put Zangief here for some extra. Even maybe which jury can do some extra damage for this team. Okay, I haven't tried, but Gouken is the better option. If you don't have him, try another good C2 character, because the most important part here is using Able on the right timing. Okay, so let's go. Let me show you how this works. We start right away. You see, we start doing Gouken, Dawson to get some stacks, and Gouken or Able, no matter. I think Gouken is better because he gives you more stacks for resistance. Okay, again, more stacks for Dawson. It's important to get these stacks at the start of the fight. More defensive stacks from Gouken. And if I remember correctly, we start comboing after the next stacking. And this is also important. We will start the combo when Nero would start his combo. So you see, Alina goes to the front. She got countered. This is kind of sad, but it happens. It's RNG. And now we combo and we delay a little bit of. You could see I delayed a little bit of Able here, so I could block the damage from Nero Super. You can see we got almost 400 damage, but the game just calculates 300. This is ridiculous. It's something that always happens in the game. Okay, the game kind of don't like the burn damage. He doesn't know how to calculate it. But that's Dawson team. Not pretty hard. The most important thing is getting Elena on the front at the right timing when you start, and getting Able to use his C1 to block the wave from Nero Super. Okay. The Virgil EX is kind of how does it say? It's feeling. You see when someone's about to die and try to use it, because there's no right timing. The mech sets at the back, they kind of do some pretty decent damage, so you need to be careful with them. And Virgil X can save your team on some weird timings, and you can get pretty decent damage. There you see I didn't use at a good timing. Dawson wasn't gonna die there, and Gouken was already on his passive, so my Virgil EX was useless. So you can do the exact same strategy without Virgil EX. Okay? So right now I'm gonna show you guys the better strategy for the first team that I found. Probably you can do better damage, but this one is a lot consistent. You usually get at least 110 million damage. It's pretty consistent. Viper doing most of the work. You kind of alternates between Nero and Rose, but on this run I mostly use Rose. The idea here is using Gen as assist for Rose. He just needs to be the less, not triple S. And Rose also don't need to be triple S, but the more power you have on her, the more tankier she will be, and she's here just to be tanky. Okay. Summer Yang, good healing, good shield. He gets some of the stacks when he's on the field doing his C1. His C1 takes time, so he can end up getting 1 or 2 stacks from Ken while he's on the field. And if you saw my video on tags and delay, Summer Yang goes out of his tag skill and he he heals from the debuffs, so the flame stacks that can put on him go away after he goes back to the tag. Okay, so let's take a look. The idea here is to wait a little bit of bar, and then we start comboing and we should try to use Viper C3 when every time Ken is closer to them, so we hit both of them. Okay, and of course I'm using With Jury on Viper. This is really good for tanking. You see, every time Summer Yang comes, he gets 1, 2, or sometimes 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3 stacks. He got 3 stacks, and then he goes out and loses the stacks. So he's a lot better than Street Poison on this comp. Unless you want to use the Sagat speed comp. This one you can add some pretty good damage with Street Poison. Okay, but this is the team. Pretty straightforward team, easy team to use. Nothing much to do. And of course you can alternate some characters. You can use Elena here, but I always feel like Yang is better. But Elena would be good here with using her FS30. I don't have Elena FS30. I don't like it because she exposes herself a lot and she kills herself on a lot of situations. I don't like her FS30, even though it gives some good, pretty decent damage buff. I don't like it. I want her to be a healer, not to be a buffer. So when she comes into buff, she ends up killing herself on most bosses. So I don't like it. Okay, and I'll show you guys the Sagat team and the team without Sagat. To be honest, guys, this Mummy Dawson boss, he is annoying. There's nothing much you can do against him. He does a lot of damage with his C2. He does a lot of damage on characters that get close to him and hits. So there's nothing much you can do against him. But as you can see here, Sagat did some pretty good job here. Okay. And this is probably a run that I got unlucky with Akuma. Akuma should be able to get at least 40 million damage, so this run would have been 90 million, which is really good for Mummy Dawson. Okay, so let's see, let's take a look. Oh, that's also really important. On this boss, you start comboing right away because he gets these stacks and he ends up doing a lot of damage on you. So you do as much damage as you can before he can do anything. So you... Oh, that's sad. That's why I wasn't able to do more combos with... Oh. But as you can see, there's nothing much you can do here. If you end up waiting too much, he will get more stacks and more... Your team will get more stacks and will kill... everyone will die just by poison when you use supers and combos, so there's no point on waiting on this boss. Okay, and I'll show you guys the Akuma team, the solo Akuma team. Actually, Evil Ryu did better damage here because he's good here, to be honest. If you get a lot of stacks with him, he ends up being really tanky on this boss, because this boss is purely soul damage and he gets almost immune to soul damage at full stacks. Oh, Chun-Li barely survived here, barely. And right now you can see that Evil Ryu is at 5 stacks and he's tanking a lot. So I'm still thinking of different strategies with Evil Ryu on this boss, and maybe next rotation I give you guys some extra juice on this boss. Okay? But for now, that's it. The bear strategy is probably the Sagat one. Oh, and actually on this run I was using Zangief on Evil Ryu to get more resistance. So this is why he tanked so much. He tanks so much. Okay, but that's it, guys. That's the actually 4 teams that I show you guys. I tried I tried Zangief on the last team and it doesn't work pretty well. The passive is not what makes Mummy Dawson does all the damage he does. The damage he gets on you is most likely from the poison he gets on your team, and the C2. His C2 does a lot of damage. There's nothing much you can do about it. Okay, but that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Comment below if you want any kind of video, different videos, and I will do videos on the next rotations as well. And as I said, if we get new teams, new strategies, I will post new videos for you guys. So I'll leave a date on this video description, so we know when this is going. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm having a kind of a flu, so my nose is is really annoying me. Sorry for that. But that's it, guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace.